Welcome back to One Mic Media. I want to bring y'all in quick. Sorry for the delay, but as you know, we are here to discuss NFL Week 6. Talk about the scores, what happened in the games, our thoughts of these games, and of course to give our commentary. Of course, I got the usual suspects, my crew this year, who I'm really digging. Let's start with my man with a new background that is trash. But my man, Jeff, what's good?
Hey, I'm just saying, the resume speaks for itself. That's all. I just wanted to let people know.
Y'all 500 though. Anyway, let me move forward. Let me bring in the rest of the crew right now. Let's begin my other guy, who got some, amazing takes. I'm gonna hear Hall's insight. Of course, he's back after missing last week. Toby, what's good, bro?
What's good, everybody? Hope everybody feeling good and living.
Oh yeah. Let's bring this guy in, man. And he been a regular now, so man, he ain't got to go last time. He no longer a special guest, but I love his takes, man. What's good, Daryl?
It's good, y'all. Appreciate y'all as always.
Hey, I have to get you the topics too early, man. I don't know, cause I give them to these guys early, so you got to give me your number, email, or something. I'll get you the topics or whatever. Well, I get it from WhatsApp, I guess.
Yeah,
I'll get you those too. But anyway, oh man, what I'm waiting for all week, gotta bring this guy in because gotta talk about what happened this weekend, and I ain't even gonna talk about what it is yet. But let's bring him in, my guy Jordan. What's up, man?
My guys, what's good, bro?
What's good?
Yeah, man. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We're gonna talk about it real quick because the Thursday
pissed off.
night game wasn't all that great. But this week we had a lot of either near upsets or upsets, unsurprising wins and stuff like that. We'll talk about our picks from last week. We'll give our picks this week, and of course, me and Jordan will give what could be our locks. But let's start right with it.
My bad, bro. One thing: are you putting our we need to start actually locking in these locks?
I mean, I was 2-1. I had the Bengals run line. I had the Lions run line. I lost the Niners money line. I was 2-1. I know what I was.
Well, bro, we said take the spread, bro. With a cover. What the hell? We called it.
Which one?
We said 6 and we said give Brown 6.5, bro. So why you took the money line if we both had the same tickets?
It's Mike.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's Mike. We did say this. I'd have been 3-0. God damn it. Anyway,
money on the table. Damn.
I had to keep track of it because Toby want to keep track of my stuff like I don't know what I'm doing. So let me start keeping track. But
I would say Toby did. I would say Toby did.
I wasn't here last week, so I didn't get to see
It's all right, bro. Saturday gonna be lit. Saturday gonna be another good day.
Man, I need Colorado to win, man. I need over 6.5 wins. I went like a stat, bro.
They lost, bro. That was crucial, bro. That was crucial for you, bro.
It was, right? It was. That
was crucial for me.
I'm thinking about that. I'm like, yo, they gotta get to like 6-7 wins, right?
7. They get to 7.
Yeah, nigga, what you put 100 on it?
I think it was like 200 on it. Yeah.
That's a crucial loss.
Bro, they should win. What they 4-3?
They can beat UCLA and Arizona, but they won't beat anybody else.
That's it. You think?
No, it's over. They'll get the 6. Wait, you put 6 wins or 7?
6.5. I have it over.
And bowl season count. If they win their bowl game, that's 7.
That's 7. Yeah. Anyway, let's move forward, man. Let's talk about what we've been talking about. Let's start with the Eagles, man. The Eagles lose Jordan's Eagles lose a heartbreaker to the Jets. So I was talking all season, Jeff too, about some of those flaws. I'm gonna start with you, Jeff. Talk about that game with me. How you think those flaws we're talking about starting to show more? What do you think, Jeff?
I mean, I think this was just a good old-fashioned trap game. I think the Eagles looking forward to this Dolphins matchup this week. I think they looked at the Jets, saw it was an easy win on the schedule, especially with no Rodgers. You playing them. The Eagles figured they was going to get pressure, which they really didn't get too much pressure at all. It shocked me. The running game for the Jets was stout, but what else I really thought about in the recent? The Eagles tired, bro. They just played till February. Then the season spun right back around. I mean, of course we're not seeing
bro.
Team. The offensive coordinator. I
appreciate you giving us excuses and shit.
I mean, it's the reality though. Like, you know what? That's why it's so hard for teams to repeat because you take out so much energy trying to get back to the place you just did. You played the longest season out there. So you know what I'm saying? And now the NFL season starts a lot sooner. They just look tired. Like even Jalen Hurts when he be running, he don't even sometimes look like he got like strength in his run. He got hit one time and he was wobbling like a old Cadillac. Like, and I'm like, bruh, you don't even look strong running. So the fatigue could be kicking in. As far as the Jets, I mean, you know, this stuff might be scripted, man. Because if they just be all right a little bit, and then Aaron Rodgers come back, I'm just be done with football next year because it's just not really possible.
Yeah, I'm hearing he on pace too. I'm hearing.
Like,
I keep saying some shit like he might be back in like a month.
That's what I'm like,
that's
bro,
unbelievable,
like, I don't want to
bro.
see that for the Jets. That's going to
That's
be a really
unbelievable.
tragic ending because I don't think he can recover from an Achilles injury that soon. But you know, the running game is solid. If the Rodgers thing doesn't work out next season, I wonder what they do for quarterback.
Solid take, Jeff. Solid take. Toby, how you felt about the Eagles in that game? What's going on with them?
Like Jeff said, it was a trap game. I think the Eagles, Hurts, he threw. I think he had like 3 picks. I see some of the picks. I feel like 2 was his fault. 1 wasn't really his fault, or 1. I feel like the Jets got a lot of pressure on him. They have a good defense. They lock up. You know, quarterbacks haven't had their best games against them. Hurts hasn't, been playing great like you guys have been saying this season. But I still think, they're in good position because of, results that happened this week. So they shouldn't really panic. They got the Dolphins next week. That's going to be a very, tough game. But I think they're all right. The Jets, like Jeff said, if they get Rodgers back, that would be crazy. I think that would be fake. I don't think that will happen. But the Jets, they're maintaining right now. They're a tough out. They're not a walkover team, basically. So you got to bring your A game against them, So, good W for them.
Okay. Your thoughts on both teams, Daryl, and what happened in that game?
As far as the Eagles, I feel like their biggest problem is just Jalen Hurts' level of play. I mean, look at it like coming into this league, to this season. He was an injury away from being the reigning MVP. And like if you look at it, like see what changed. I mean, it's for the most part still same offensive line, still the same weapons. Really, like I feel like the only different thing is the offensive coordinator, and I feel like that might be playing a mental role with Jalen. I feel like put more pressure on himself. That's where we're getting the turnovers. Like I mean, this is crazy picks, like throwing it right to the defenders. And you look at it like the play calling and like that's the only area change for them. So, and the only thing is like that's a mental thing, which sometimes it could be more worse than like schematics or something like that because only Jalen can change that. Like only he can make the decision he was making last year that put him in MVP conversation. So, like that is their only issue. But it's gonna take that this game next week against the Dolphins is how he performed. And that's going to tell that like if they don't lose because of him, or if it's because the Dolphins they've been running through everything. So I mean if he doesn't have key turnovers in that game, that's a good sign. And for the Jets, I'm still holding out hope for them. I still feel like the Browns they're a defense, they're on a historic pace right now. But before this, I still felt highly about Jets defense, and because of that, they're gonna keep some. I feel like just based on their defense, they can win like 7-8 games. But Rodgers can come back, that can take them over the hump. So I mean, seeing clips of him like throwing the ball, no problems with like transfer weight and all like that. So I'm still holding out hope for the Jets at the end.
Okay, all right. Well, he says Jalen Hurts the issue. Jordan, what you think?
Well, I mean, you guys all make great points. Jeff, I think you're actually being a little bit too nice. I'm a fan and I'm pissed off. One, I mean, 2 of the picks really weren't. I mean, the first pick, Goddard drops it, they get a pick. Bounces up, they catch it. The second pick, he stared the receiver down. He got hit as he threw the ball. Ball gets tipped up in the air, they pick it. It's a little bit on him. The third one is completely on him. The third one, the end zone shot of that play is egregious. It's unbelievable. I'm shocked. Remember when I said a couple of shows ago, if we went into week, 1 week against Washington, now I have an issue. He has regressed. The offense is not the same. It's not called the right way. They had a stat that they threw the ball 73% of the time last year. The Eagles' highest percentage, I think, throw game or whatever last year was 65%. and he's thrown the ball at least 40 times in 2 games this season. That's not going to get it done. I'm just gonna flat out say it. It's not going to get it done. They didn't do enough time. They didn't do enough to try to run the ball. They didn't even try to run the ball. Everybody's talking about, oh, Jets defense stopped the run. Well, they didn't try. Lane Johnson went out, which ended up giving them some issues on the offensive line. We already had a starter on the right side, our right guard. Our starting right guard was already out. So that's where the majority of the pressure was coming from. But then there was times where he just wasn't trusting the pocket, wasn't trusting the reads. He's definitely targeting AJ a little bit too much. He's not spreading the ball around. I don't know what's going on. The offense is just not clicking. And I really think Daryl said it has to do with the offensive coordinator. They need to be on the same page. It needs to be more of a run-based thing every single game. I don't care against who it is. I don't care who's out there. It doesn't matter that they don't have DJ Reed or Sauce Gardner. That's what we do. So why are you deviating from what we do well? We literally win games by running the ball the entire game. And then you give the Jets – it's funny how they gave the Jets so many opportunities and they couldn't capitalize until you made the last mistake. So I don't really know. The Julio Jones signing, I mean, okay. I don't know. I think we could have used somebody in the secondary. But if they want to have 2 big boys on the outside and put Devontae in the slot, I like that. Quez has not really been the third guy. He hasn't really been the deep threat that we all wanted. Our best deep threat, in all transparency, is Devontae Smith. It's not A.J. Brown. So, I mean, I kind of like it, but I don't know if that's going to be the issue. The issue right now is Jalen Hurts. That was the first game that they lost. That was the first game that they lost.
And that was my second question. If you saw my, go ahead.
That's hold on now. That's the first game that he in the last 27 some games where I'm saying, hey, this is your fault. This is 95% your fault, because at the end of the day, the two first picks weren't necessarily his fault, but that last one was egregious. It was egregious.
Listen, bro, he lost his job in college to you know what I'm saying? And listen, I know contrary to you and young guys' belief, but a 38 touchdown season with 3,000, 4,000 yards ain't really that great. Like, cats throwing 5,000 yards regularly now, so let's not get it confused. Like, that was actually reminiscent of Lamar's Super Bowl or his MVP season, and he ain't been that great since. So maybe Jalen ain't really that great. He looking mid, right? You are what you are. Right now, he looking mid. Like, he looked like a running quarterback and he benefited from push.
Okay.
Let me. I'm gonna come back to you, Jordan. So yeah, my second question was: is Hurts really an elite quarterback? Jeff, you already answered it, I guess. So let me go back to Daryl. What do you think? Is Hurts an elite quarterback in your opinion?
I mean, I can't take away what I saw last year. I mean, you don't go from MVP talks. I mean, just 1 year ago to now. I mean, he struggled to start off this new season struggling, but I'm not going to take him off to that elite class so quick. I mean, I need to see more. I mean, I need to see how the season finished.
Oh wait, but you put him on so quick. He only had one good season.
Right.
So you put him on quick, but didn't take him off quick. I'm trying to understand that.
I mean, the good season.
Shouldn't you have several seasons be called elite of great seasons, not just one?
I mean that injury. I mean, if he didn't get hurt, he would be MVP.
That's not answering my question. But okay.
But you're right. You need more. You need to have a few years under your belt. You're right.
But let me go to. I agree, but and I ain't answered the questions yet. But Toby, you feel he elite, or what you feeling like? Bob?
I never really put him in the elite class. I mean, to me, quarterback, calling quarterbacks elite, there's not really that many elite quarterbacks to me. I'm really like Will Stingley, who I call elite. Patrick Mahomes is elite.
Trash.
Rodgers, he was elite.
Yeah.
Still to this day. After that, I'm trying to really think. It's hard to really put people, in that. Jalen Hurts, he was never really elite.
Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Jalen.
Joe Burrow, Josh Allen. Yeah. They're
Jalen.
They've been more consistent, I think, than
Not Jalen.
they've been more consistent than Jalen. They have a little bit more. Joe Burrow, I guess, whatever. But Jalen Hurts, yeah, he's not elite yet. He still has to. I think he's a very good quarterback, though. I think he's very good. He might be better than Dak.
Might be.
I agree.
Might be.
I agree, but I'll come back to my son. Go ahead, Toby.
He's never really been elite. You know, he's a good quarterback though. He's a good quarterback.
Okay. Guess I'll go now. About the game, I feel like that all you guys made great points. I feel like that Jordan, I told you this in the beginning of the season about the running and throwing. Once they paid the guy the money, they got to use him. And I know you think that's like don't matter, but it does matter. And if you watch every quarterback, once they get paid, they start using them more. Same thing happened with Dak. And they start using Zeke less because they're like, yo, we paying for something. Why not get a regular QB in and pay him less? We're going to run the ball a lot. So that's how teams work. So I knew that early. I do think he's regressed. I said that earlier in season 2. I don't know what it is. It could be the play calling, on top of not the run pass, but some of the plays. I don't know why Devontae not getting the ball. That's wild to me because they were kind of split last year. He's just not seeing the field. It's not even like the throw. He's not seeing the field like he used to. And I feel like that he's not his reads aren't what they used to be to me, watching these games. I watch these games like for real. Defensively, y'all got secondary issues that always happen. And I feel like I don't know about the trap game thing, Jeff. I think this got beat. I think we're not giving up credit to the Jets, honestly. I don't know about the trap game part. But as far as Hurts, I think he's a solid quarterback. He's pretty good, but I don't think he was. I think he had an elite year, like Carson Wentz did. But I don't think he is an elite quarterback
all over again. Yeah. Jeez, don't do that.
I'm just saying, but he's not a bad quarterback. He's just not elite. As far as like him and Dak had a couple elite years too.
First 4 years, like that. It was begging for him to get paid off them years.
That's what I'm saying. He had 35 touchdowns, 4 pick years. He had 10 rushing touchdown years.
He was never considered an MVP.
But wait. Yes,
he wasn't. And never got his team to a Super Bowl. But all right.
First of all,
we had that argument for years.
Hold on. Yeah, I did. What happened?
Still ain't win a playoff game.
What happened?
Not one playoff game on his ring.
He does have playoff wins on his resume. Go check the resume. And number 1 and number 2, he has actually got MVP votes. Yeah. The year that he went to the playoffs, and actually he only lost because Aaron Rodgers made a great play. He played a great playoff game. Like he didn't. Stuff like that. And it was 13-3.
Didn't make the bowl.
And then what happened to him after was the ankle. Once he broke the ankle, he stopped running. So it eliminated. Yo, he was mobile, bro.
He was showing it on Sunday.
He was mobile. He definitely.
He was mobile. Running. He was getting rushing touchdowns and passing.
He got about 30 rushing touchdowns in his career, something like that, yo. But anyway, Jordan, defend your guy because that's what you think he's elite. Before we move on,
I mean, of course, I think he's still elite.
No, he was never elite. Anyway, go ahead.
But everybody here had them in their top 5 coming into this season. Everybody said, we're gonna have to go a year ago into the damn chat. We could do it, but it's there. Don't act like it's not there. It's on wax.
You have top 5 expectations and not be elite. We're expecting you to become elite.
But hold on. You talk about giving him the money. He earned that money because he had the season that he had.
I understand he got the money.
Right.
He should have got the money.
Right, but you need to. But where they're not connected is right. You said you want to use him more. That's fine, but you have to use him in the same way that you used him last year. Like I said, you have a game to where he's throwing they threw the ball 73% of the time. They didn't have one game like that last year. So to your point, it's the way the game is being called. You're not seeing the field the right way. Now, at the same time, it do seem like he is trying to press. Instead of last year, he used to just give what the defense took. He's not doing that this year. You're trying to press and you're trying to do too much. Maybe you are trying to live up to the contract. But guess what? You can live up to the contract and be what you were last year. That would be you living up to the contract. That's why you got paid. So it needs to be a certain way of how he is used, just like they did with Lamar Jackson.
Mm-mm. They can't do that. Because they went out and got that high-priced A.J. Brown, and he got to get the ball.
But he had 1,500 yards last year, and we ran the damn ball all year. It's the way you do it. It's the way you do it.
I think it's more about Hurts because, he got the same contract that Burrow got. Yeah. But they don't run the ball that much in Cincy either. When you pay those quarterbacks, you want to use those quarterbacks.
I hear you, but Joe Burrow, we all know they're still different type of quarterbacks. That's obvious. Let's not sit here and say that he can't throw the ball now. He can't throw the ball with accurate. Yes, he's just not reading the field. He's just making mistakes.
Bro, I'm saying that's why he's throwing it so much because he got the contract.
But let's not act like this isn't something that we haven't seen before with other quarterbacks who have won MVP, who've had great seasons. So you can't sit there and say this isn't something that like is not, is wild and we've never seen.
What?
So let him get his
regress after the money.
Yeah, or a quarterback. I mean, we said the same shit about Lamar Jackson. We said the same shit about Pat Mahomes after we talked. They talked crazy about Pat Mahomes after winning the Super Bowl, winning MVP, and came back and said, "Oh, he doesn't look the same. What he do? He went and won the Super Bowl again." So give him some time. Let's just not sit there and say, he's not the same. He's not elite XYZ whoopty woo." Come on, now what you gonna say if he go out there and he beat the Dolphins and he have no turnovers and had four total tugs?
I think he came into this. I think he.
Then what you gonna say?
Hold on. I think he came into the season ranked in the top 5 because of his season he had last year. He's no longer in the top 5 because he got 7 picks and 7 touchdowns. Okay. He's still top 5 to you right now today?
Jalen Hurts is still a top 5 quarterback in the NFL this year. Today, right
now. I'm sorry, bro.
Not this season.
Not this season, bro.
Okay, give me the 5. Okay, give me the 5.
Who want to go first?
Give me the 5.
So you ready?
Yeah.
All right, you're gonna go Patty, Tua, Josh Allen, definitely. The way Jared Goff. Look at the way he's playing his team.
Goff better this year, right? Come on, give it up, yo.
As we speak right now,
He playing right now, really good.
And on top of it, Detroit better than the Eagles right now too. But you don't want to hear that conversation, but that's another conversation.
And honestly, I guess at the last, because no Aaron Rodgers, by default, I'm gonna give you Jalen Hurts. Because if Rodgers was healthy, I wouldn't be talking about Jalen Hurts.
I don't even know. I gotta look it up. I don't even know if that's correct.
I can't really think of any other quarterbacks. Like the South ain't got nobody but Lamar. The North ain't got nobody but Goff. The West of the NFC, Stafford, okay. Purdy, okay. Well, I'm gonna rock Purdy 5 then.
Purdy, matter of fact, is 5 right now, bro. That's what I gotta say. But that's not it.
Let's move on.
Let's move on, man. Next subject, yo. I'm trying to warn this dude, yo. He'll be listening to me on the season, yo. It's crazy, but nevertheless, let's talk about the 49ers.
I would say it's all on wax, and you'll see Sunday night at 8:30.
Okay, that's one of our pickups too. Let's see what's going on with that. But 49ers, they actually did have a bad game. Purdy as well to the Browns. Is this cause for concern for their season? Why don't you start by the 49ers, Jordan? What you got?
So, I mean, I wouldn't say there's cause for concern. I mean, there could be cause for concerns in the 2-star players, Debo and CMC. They got hurt. I'm not really going to, we talked about it last week. I thought this was going to be an ugly game. We talked about Cleveland's defense being legit, being for real, and they are. They have a scheme to where they can man up. They got 3 corners that can play man, press man, off man. And when you got guys that can, do that at a high rate against whoever, and they had Myles Garrett and Zadarius Smith. That's a recipe, for, and that's an issue for any team. You know what I'm saying? Especially for the way that they operate. So I'm not concerned about the 49ers. I think they'll be fine. I think Brock Purdy's still a legit QB. But I wouldn't even say this was a trap game. This was going to be a real game. Like, with, when Deshaun Watson comes back, I think the Browns could be legit. So I don't really, have too much concern. I thought this was going to be one of those type games, and it was.
Toby, how you feeling about the Niners and what happened to them on Sunday?
I mean, I didn't expect people want to say, it'll be a good game and this and that, but I know everybody was shocked, especially without Deshaun Watson. They don't have their main quarterback there. But the Browns defense, they're showing how legit they are, similar to the Jets. They're, great defense that could lock up. I feel like nowadays when you're a defense that could lock up in, the times that we playing now, that's very needed, very important, to try to win the Super Bowl. I respect defenses that really could clamp up. The 49ers, to answer the question, no, I'm not concerned because they've been dominant for most of the season, and this is just one loss. So it's too early to be concerned. Like Jordan said, we have to see about the injuries. We have to see how long people are going to be out for. But they're a dominant team. Even like I always said with the Eagles and the 49ers, we used to always rank them. I still got them 1 and 2. Eagles 1, 49ers 2 because, They both lost. They both got 1 loss and, so we got to, we'll see what happens. But Yeah.
We're gonna come back to this ranking now. I'm gonna add that to the show because it's just wild. But Daryl, how you feeling about the 49ers, man, and their loss to the Browns? Unexpected loss.
I'm not concerned. I feel like this was the first time they ran into adversity and Brock Purdy was able to finish the game. Really, like, I mean, just think about it. They ran into a defense that's on a historic pace right now as far as like yards they allowing, and I mean, they lost. I mean, losing Christian McCaffrey just showed how much value he brings to that team. And like, this is the first I'm watching that game. Like, the first time Brock Purdy had to hurry. Like, he couldn't just sit back there, let the play develop, and make the right decision. Like, he had to get the ball out when he didn't want to. And I mean, he still even put them in position to win the game. They just missed a field goal at the end. So I'm not putting too much stock in this. I feel like this is the first adverse roadblock they may have hit in a long time. And I feel like if they get healthy, I mean, they're gonna be right back where they are as far as like probably like the favorite to come out to the NFC.
I'll save you for last, Jeff. You got a lot to say about Purdy in the chat. So,
Yep.
what you feel about this game and Purdy and the 49ers right now?
So I mean, I wanted to see Purdy dominate a good defense. Like, I wanted them to really take advantage of somebody and take them to the woods and do work. And you know what? When Christian went out and Debo went out, I said, "Is Brian Ayuk playing?" Because like he's still a really good receiver. Like, so you still have an option, and then you also still have the scheme of the Shanahans. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to see more from Brock Purdy because again, it's like he's been in this bubble, and you know it's funny, like you said, he hasn't faced any adversity. And now that he did, I wanted to see him show me something like, hey, I am that guy that y'all saying I'm not, or that y'all questioning whether I am when the adversity hit. When you lose some of your playmakers, you know, quarterbacks have historically used nobodies to get somewhere and use somebodies that may get you nowhere. So, you know, I wanted to see him take that elite jump. In my mind, not really elite. Yeah, elite, hell with it. I mean, as far as his record and what he's been showing me, I mean, he's showing he's got the potential and the schemes work. So, again, at the same time, if you're going to go towards that elite level, I want to see you have games where you win it for your team, where you don't need much, where you can just really go in there against a tough defense and show them like, yo, look, I'm no joke here. Like, I'm going to get busy. And he didn't show up. I mean, to me, in my opinion, you know, his stat line was bad. I think he had like less than 100 yards.
Yeah, 137 yards.
Okay, all right. Okay, probably at that last drive, probably definitely, because when I saw it, it was like 82 yards. So he definitely could have had that. But I just wanted to see more from Purdy. But now I really need to see a full season because the momentum was building up for me to turn the corner and say that he was the guy. And with a game like that, I'm like, hold up, let me stop. I don't want to get my hopes high. So
I feel like that last drive showed me like a lot what you saying. I mean, I thought that was his first like almost potential game-winning drive. They said he had like two before, which I forget, but I feel like that last drive showed.
But it's been so smooth from the whole time. He's been in a comfortable bubble. It's like they've been playing ahead. He can lean on the run. He got elite pass catchers. The play calling is elite. The defense is unstoppable. You know what I'm saying? I want to see what he can do.
When have you seen an elite quarterback shred an elite defense?
Listen, Patrick Mahomes be doing that shit all the time, bro. Stop it.
When?
Hell, the Cowboys just shredded the Jets this year, 30-10. What are we talking about? And Dak ain't even elite. Like, what? They got shredded this year. Like, what? Don't make me start going this.
All the best QBs that have played the Jets so far this year have looked shitty.
Yo,
Dak
bro,
is not one of the best QBs in the league.
Up?
Bro, he didn't even cook them up, bro. They scored on defense. They went nuts.
I mean, he ain't had no turnovers though. He played a good game.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. But every top 5 QB this year that have played the Jets, they had 2 picks, 3 picks,
I don't know.
4 picks.
I can
Josh Allen, you know what I'm saying? So when have you seen an elite quarterback ever really dice up an elite real defense? You don't see that, bro. Rarely see that,
you know, and that happens often. I mean, okay.
Where?
I don't think what he's saying, Jeff, is you're not giving the Browns enough credit for how good their defense is.
The Browns defense is cool, whatever, but you know what? It happens often, bro. Like, elite quarterbacks beat up on defenses, bro.
No, they don't.
Come on,
man.
Teams
when did you see Tom Brady throw for 300 yards against those Baltimore Ravens defenses? When did you see Peyton Manning do that shit?
Peyton Manning was
Tom
that
Brady,
moment.
Tom Brady do
Did you
it,
see
Yeah,
Peyton Manning when Peyton Manning played the
Super Bowl.
Seahawks in the Super Bowl? They got
Bro.
smacked.
Are we talking about
That
one
was an
year, or are
elite
we talking about
defense,
Peyton
bro.
Manning or
Brady,
Brady?
these
What you mean? We're talking about some of the elite QBs ever. When
Yeah,
did
carve up defenses, bro.
yo, you guys were Steelers fans.
Yeah.
Ben Roethlisberger was an elite quarterback. When they played them Ravens teams, was he carving them up like that?
It's always ugly.
I mean, that was a
there's
divisional
couple
game. That's a
problems.
You know
little.
what
But you hear what I'm
saying?
saying?
Like,
It don't matter, bro.
context,
It don't
bro.
matter. When was teams
Okay.
coming in? When was teams when the Pittsburgh had that elite defense? When them elite QBs was coming to see y'all, was they carving y'all up like
Didn't
that?
Patrick Mahomes just carved
No.
y'all up in the Super Bowl?
Oh my God! No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Go look at the numbers. Go look at the numbers. He didn't. No, he had a relatively
I mean-
regular ass game.
I mean,
he
but-
made
oh,
plays
let me-
when he
let me-
made plays
hold
when he
on.
was supposed to make plays.
Hold on. Watch this, Jeff. Was 2018 Eagles defense elite? You think?
No, not like the one we just had. No.
I think it was. I think they had like a.
Everybody says we did have a great defense, but it wasn't as great as we just had. We
Okay,
had
Tom
the
Brady
best
had
defense in the
500
league.
yards
We
on
had
y'all.
Before that.
That's cool. We had the best team in the league. I don't think we had the best defense in the league. We had the best team though.
I think y'all were top 5 defense that year. I'm
Think
pretty
so,
sure.
yeah.
We were, we were for sure, but we weren't the best defense in the league, in my opinion.
Elite defense,
But we were
bro.
the best
Yo, just won the
team.
chip with that same defense, and then bought that same defense damn near back.
No,
More.
no,
They
we
got
didn't.
carved up.
No,
Like
we didn't.
QBs carve up defenses. Listen, I'm not saying it every week, bro. That's what I'm saying. You're hanging on to the like I'm saying this every single week, but it happens. They have that moment where it's like, oh, this guy's for real. Like he just chopped up. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I wanted to see on that one. I wanted to see like, okay, let me see
It
you
wasn't gonna
chopping
be
these
that.
guys up.
I think he's still gonna have a great season. Honestly, in my opinion, I like Purdy a lot, and I think to Daryl's point, that last drive showed me something. If it wasn't for the field goal kicker, he would have had the dub. You know what I'm saying? So, but I get your point too, Jeff. Let me move on. I don't know how I left this off the docket. But Cowboys. I forgot all about the Cowboys. They won on Monday against the Chargers and stuff like that. So, gotta talk about that game. Cowboys won. Came down to the end, had some good defensive plays at the end of the game. Cowboys now 4-2. We were talking about Josh Herbert a little bit earlier before we got on here, so we can bring that back up right now. But how you felt about that game? What's up with you, Daryl? Cowboys and Chargers.
I mean, with the Cowboys, it was a nice game to bounce back from getting embarrassed, getting smacked by their bullies for the last 3 years. I mean, it was good to see that, but I'm still seeing. I mean, like it's early on in that game. Instead of taking the points, taking the 3, Mark McCarthy want to go for it. They don't execute, keep the game close. I'm seeing later in the game, Dak missing throws, not reading the
Wow.
field. So, I mean, I'm still seeing the things that are going to eventually hold them back. I mean, you can beat a team like the Chargers like that on any given night. I mean, Chargers. I mean, you still see some decision from that coach that could have put them in a better position with that game. So I don't really take nothing from this game. I mean, I needed to see a better version of the Cowboys last week to feel better about them. I don't see nothing from being in the Chargers to say, oh, they're gonna turn things around. I'm still looking for that matchup with the Eagles coming up. If they use this as like a stepping stone to start to improve, start turning things around, then yeah. But I didn't really take much so far from that game.
Jeff, why don't you go on that game?
Man, Dak was 21 for 30, bro. 272 with 2 touchdowns.
Y'all say he wild or something about that.
He was balling, nigga. He was balling
have-
out. Like that Dak, we need to see that Dak every game, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, granted, and it just showed the defense came up clutch at the end. Like Dallas is scary, yo, because some weeks they look like, yo, they could really get busy. They got that old NFC trenchant. They got that old stitching in there where they run the ball or they, they don't throw it a whole bunch. They catch passes. They do what they got to do and let the defense do what they got to do. But the Chargers just, like, Brandon Staley shouldn't have got on the plane. I mean, he shouldn't even be back to the crib. Like, they should have locked him out the locker room, man. Like, I believe he's holding Justin Herbert back. I believe that if Justin Herbert has a different coach, that Justin Herbert can excel and be, like, he has the prototypical quarterback body. Like 6'5", strong arm. He played in the Pac-10, so he played with fast guys. The Chargers got all the weapons in the world. The defense was really good. Like last year when they had Derwin, Bosa, and then they had the linebacker Bull. What's happening? That coach gotta go, man. He's holding them back. And that's why, until they fire this guy who's 21-18 in his 3 years with the Chargers, which is that's mid. That's damn near 500. Like, he's got to go. And Justin Herbert was an elite quarterback in college and a top 10 draft pick. You know, he should be ready to. He should be taking off now. But he's being held back by the coach, and until that happens, then we're gonna stand there. But I love to see Dallas play again like this next week. Dak had a real efficient game. He didn't turn the ball over. He looked in command. Even in the press conference, he dressed in all black with his jewels. He was looking like he had the swagger back.
Let me go to we're gonna get back to this coach conversation for a second, but Toby, how you feeling about this Cowboys Chargers game, bro?
I just want to say, like, I look at Dak. Dak played good, you know, and he ran a little bit. You know, we were talking about his ankle. You know, he ran that read option play, ran into the end zone. I feel like if Dak brings that game, you know, he brings that part of his game back, that will take him to another level. But overall, if Dak doesn't, you know, continue playing like this, to me, this is the same old Cowboys. Like Daryl said earlier, I'm not taking too much away from this game overall. I mean, Dak played good, but I don't know. Like Jeff was also saying, 1 week, the Cowboys are scary because 1 week they so good, then the next week, then that's why they're not scary. Because guess what? When the playoff comes, they're gonna be on their bad week. They're not gonna be consistent. And Dak ain't gonna run when he needs to, or he's gonna throw a pick. So, and the Chargers. I mean, at the end of the day, this is a battle to me of two average teams, or two teams that's going to be wild card teams, but really not going to make noise. They're going to do the same thing in their respective conference, wild card, and maybe out of here. You know, and the Chargers might say he want to talk about the coach. Yeah, you know, obviously over the years, the coach has been making costly mistakes for them game in and game out. So at the end of the day, Cowboys will Cowboys, and Chargers will Charger. Charger.
Wait, real quick before we go to Daryl Jordan, right? Mike, Kellen Moore used to coach for the Cowboys last year, and the Cowboys averaged 26 points a game. This year, they only averaging 21 points a game. But now,
I want to get to that too. But go ahead, Jeff. What you saying?
And now Kellen Moore is over with the Chargers, and I was expecting the Chargers to take that same type of leap, maybe 25 points a game every single game. You know, stuff like some 30-point games. And that's why I really believe it's the coach holding them back, because they got an offensive mind in Kellen Moore over there, but they're just not getting what they need. I heard.
Jordan, you the only one out of this group who picked the Cowboys. So, and our pick, which we'll get to later on. So, how you felt about the game? What made you pick them? Like, talk to us.
Guru.
I mean, it pissed me off. I took the over. I couldn't believe it wasn't a high-scoring game. I was ticked off. I mean, I'm like 20 yards away. And the over from 650.
And the pick happened.
And it's unbelievable. It was unbelievable. But, I mean, I kind of just expected them to bounce back. I mean, yeah, you want to talk about Dak and an efficient game. Okay, whatever. You know, if Jalen has an efficient game next week and we win, I want to hear the same shit.
Of course. So, yeah, we keep the same energy here, bro.
All right, whatever. I'm just saying. I want to keep it consistent. So... but I mean, yeah, same old Chargers, same old Brandon Staley going for it. They kicked the field goal. It's a tie game. It's overtime. It's unbelievable. I still don't know why he hasn't been fired. I don't know if Brandon Staley is holding him back. I think Justin Herbert's actually had probably, I would say he's looked the best he's looked so far. And that's, in my opinion, in his NFL career. I mean, you know, might think otherwise, but I think he's looked the best. I think this is the most flawless Navy football I think that he's played. He had that pick at the end, but I think this is the best he's playing so far. You know, I don't know, but the coach definitely has to get out of there. But the Chargers are kind of like the AFC Cowboys. You know, you never know what you're gonna get from them. They have all the talent, but you just never know which team you're gonna get on a week-to-week basis. Do I think that they can stack up with the Eagles? I don't know, but we'll find out.
All right, so a couple things. I like what Toby and Jeff said about Dak. He's running the ball. I don't know what game Darryl was watching, but Dak played a good game, and Dak was running the ball. He had some good plays, and that one play to Pollard, that was a great play. He escaped the pocket, blew it back across the spot.
Better tackle I've ever seen in my life. Like
Bro,
I don't know what the Bull was thinking on that tackle.
it was a good play though. He threw it back across his body. It was a great play. I gotta give it to him. But
5-yard gain. That's
yeah. So I think we issue. I agree with you, Toby. Cowboys gonna cowboy probably about in the playoffs, and I think. And to your point, Jeff, Mike McCarthy, Kellen Moore was there last year. Now Mike McCarthy doing the play calling. But also, Mike McCarthy's not a good head coach anymore, bro. He's got bad in-game decisions. He's got bad time management. He's too conservative. I think Mike McCarthy is a bigger issue than Dak Prescott, in my opinion. And I think that's going to be their downfall. Same thing like Brandon Staley as well. But also, I don't know, man. I was Jordan, yo. Brandon Staley 21-18, but Herbert 27-27. He was bad. He was not winning before Staley got there. So I think Herbert not a winner. I'm sorry to say it. Like
maybe Staley just not the answer, and that's what I'm saying. Like Herbert do need somebody different. They try in Staley, but it's not obviously working. Like,
but I mean,
in 20. I mean, but he was a rookie. I guess I can't.
But look, what Mike just said, and this is the thing. Like when we talked about the Tua and the Justin Herbert thing, right? We had always went back and forth on that. Tua played at Alabama in the SEC, won a national championship. That's the best conference in college.
He wasn't even starting when he got to the game.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, bro.
It don't matter, bro.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
The next year he was balling even when we won starting.
The next year,
bro, you don't understand. Bro, what I'm trying to say is
the next year.
Nah,
yes,
that don't do it.
Thank you,
bro. That has nothing to do with it, bro. That's the culture at Alabama. These guys stay there because they know when it's their time, they're gonna ball. If I just said in the chat on Instagram, the 2017 team, that team is fucking loaded with NFL talent. That's all they do, bro. So what I'm saying is, and you have Justin Herbert, who's a hell of a talent, but he played in the Pac-12. It's not the same competition. They didn't win. They didn't win the Pac-12 when he was at Oregon. So, like, that shit translates when you go to the NFL. Because when you're playing the SEC, you play against NFL talent every day, not every game, every day in practice. Not to say that guys in the Pac-12 don't go to the NFL, but everybody knows there's a difference.
You know why? You're playing with a full roster of NFL players in college and
playing against NFL players too, though.
And
bro.
playing against NFL players, right?
So let me go back to my original.
You get to the NFL, you didn't win big at Oregon, so how are you going to win big in the NFL? On the NFL
Listen, bro. Tua didn't even start going into the
fucking
game, bro.
Because Jalen Hurts was a freshman and they won a championship with Jalen Hurts as a freshman. That's why. They don't remember this shit.
Wasn't even fucking starting,
bro. Let's go.
Neither was Mac Jones. And then Mac Jones goes and wins a national championship and has a bomb squad.
Say it again.
Let's go back to NFL for a second. Let's go back to NFL. Staley, you're right, Jeff. He's not the guy, but I don't think Herbert is a guy that I think Tua is showing he's better than Herbert. Honestly, I don't know how many more years. What's this, year 5 with Herbert now? I think something like that. I mean,
it's definitely year 4 or 5.
So what you want from Herbert? The wins, because the stats there.
Yes. Yes.
I'm not seeing what Tua has done that separated himself really from Herbert. Like, what has he done?
Put Herbert on the Dolphins, you see the same, if not better.
Well, what's that, Darryl? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Darryl. I want to see you there.
You put Herbert on the Dolphins, you see the same.
What are you talking about?
You are,
bro.
Bro, I'm telling you, yo.
They got weapons on the Chargers. We talking about
like coaching, though. Bro. You don't think the coaching has anything to do with that offense?
Yo, wait, hold on. They missed the playoffs a couple years ago against the Raiders, right? When they did that dumb shit. Coach. Remember? Right? Okay. and then they get into the playoffs and he blows a 27-point lead to Trevor Lawrence, who at the time nobody was giving any. Nobody was even.
To do with coaching.
When you realize they're coming back,
you don't blow a 27-0 lead.
The coach has to come in and implement. Like, yo,
what do you mean? It doesn't matter. You're the quarterback.
Right.
Who touches the ball 99% of the time. 99% of the time.
Bro. You can't learn to lead if you got a fucking bull diver that's running the show with you, bro. You got to have somebody.
But you make the playoffs, you get up 27-0, and you fold.
Well, it looks like he's progressing because if he's almost made the playoffs, and then the next year he definitely made the playoffs, then this year
they did make the playoffs last year.
Right, and we know the Dolphins are going. And the Dolphins made the playoffs last year, and Tua got hurt. If he doesn't get hurt, They beat Buffalo in the playoffs. Then you know they're going to the playoffs this year, and he's been healthy so far.
I mean, I'm
He
hoping
better
they
stay
beat
like that.
Buffalo,
He
but
better stay
Buffalo
like that
did just put
Sunday.
him in the headlock, didn't they, with a 48 burger?
Okay.
I'm just saying, before you get all
You-
gun ho, start looking to the
if
future
you-
and shit. Michael J. Fox.
If you put, let me
Like
ask
they
this, if you,
just put the Dolphins in the headlock.
Well, go ahead, Daryl.
if you put Tua on the Chargers, do they have a better record?
Yes,
I believe so. Yeah.
I believe so.
With the weapon, I bet you they win more games. I bet you they win more games.
Since coming to the league, do they have a better record? Like from coming to the league to now?
I know.
Chargers.
No,
Herbert would
those
probably
coaches
have
would not be healthy.
Herbert would probably have more wins because the first 2 years, the Tua, they were terrible. The Dolphins were horrible. They had nobody. They were talking about getting rid of him. Then you give him some weapons, and he's really like.
Yo, he's had Keenan Allen his whole career.
Thank you, and Mike Williams, and Austin Eckler.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, yo. He ain't got nothing to show
And they
for
haven't
it,
done
but-
anything. And they,
Yeah,
right
but-
back, they haven't
Listen,
done
like we
anything.
said, the chance to get into the playoffs against the Raiders, the coach with a bonehead make decision. The year they do get in the playoffs, they go up a 20. Yo, listen to yourself. They go up 27. The team start charging back. The coach does nothing different. He says, "Yo, ride
Bro,
this."
all right, bro. Listen. Like, bro, the coach isn't playing.
Listen, bro. Coaching
So
important. Like, stop acting like it's not important, bro. Don't
it's
act like
important. It's important, but the players are more important. You're playing. So the coaches can tell you anything. They can tell you whatever, but they're not out there.
bro.
So
Let me move forward, bro. Y'all agree with my McCarthy take about the Cowboys, though? I think that's
He is dated. Yeah, he's dated.
yeah. Let's talk about your Raiders, Jeff. Let's
Yeah.
talk about the Raiders anyway. And they kind of barely squeaked by, this week or whatever like that. But it did win, though. But let me talk with you since your squad.
Yeah, why not?
What's your thoughts on your boys in that game, man?
Hey man, hey, listen, man. We play who in front of us, and the outcome is the outcome. We 3-3. That's a good situation. Again, we better than the Broncos, since everybody said Russ was gonna cook this year, and he was gonna be putting us in the. I ain't saying no names, Nightmare, but I'm just saying, like we can say we're gonna be at the bottom. We 3-3. Listen, man. Listen, and but this was a good game. First of all, Max Crosby going nuts, man. Like, if he not in the Defensive Player of the Year conversation, like, then stop playing, like, because he going crazy on all teams. He getting crazy, and he making actually our defensive backfield a little bit better, because our defense doesn't really sink in the bottom of the NFL right now. It's a little bit higher based on the numbers, right? The Jimmy G thing is weird. He's back. I don't know. I hope we don't start what's the name this year, Brian Hoyer, because he's lost his last 12 starts. Just go ahead and start Aiden O'Connell and just trying to get him ready for being the starter next year. This is what happens when we feed Josh Jacobs. Give Jacobs the ball. You know what I'm saying? That's why that was the whole concentration of our offense, to give Jacobs the ball and go to Devontae. In order to make Devontae better, we got to go to Jacobs. I love the connection between Jimmy G and Jacoby Myers. It's the New England thing from back in Patriots with Josh, McDaniels and Bill Belichick. But it was a good game for us. We really showed some perseverance. I mean, we really susceptible to blowing leads, and that was a step in the right direction. Again, I'm such an emotional tie to the team. It's hard to really discuss it, but we might make I think we might be back on track for the Super Bowl again. Remember
What?
the Super Bowl, because 2 of the last three teams that hosted the Super Bowl won the Super Bowl, and last time the 49ers was the Super Bowl, they had Jimmy G at quarterback. So it's not far-fetched. The roster is set up good. I'm telling you, it might be possible. We're going to beat the Bears this week for sure. We're going to be 4-3. We're going to be above 500. I'm looking forward to it. And, I'll check in with y'all next week.
Who want to go follow that?
That's possible, man.
I don't even know why we spend too much time on the Raiders.
Much time
I mean,
only be heartbroken the same at the end.
They played the Patriots, whoop-de-woo. They're not too much to write home about. But the Raiders will, be maybe 500 like they were last year, and maybe, I don't see them really inking into the playoffs at all. But I don't have too much to say about that game.
What about you, Toby? You agree with Jeff about the playoffs and the Super Bowl aspirations of this Raiders?
I mean, Jeff is crazy.
I'm consistent, bro. I'm telling you.
I just looked at Matt Jones. I think Matt Jones has 5 touchdowns and 7 picks. They beat the Patriots. Both teams suck. They're not doing anything this year. Raiders ain't doing anything. Jeff is talking about Super Bowl, and that's that he said about the last team. Jimmy.
That's crazy.
Bro,
Are you kidding me?
Last time he went to the
Oh my
chip,
god!
bro.
You stopped the man. You guys have no chance in hell.
You know the Raiders and the
I'm
Steelers
going
got
to
the
the
same
Super
amount of
Bowl.
wins, right?
I gotta look at your schedule to see if y'all gonna go to the playoffs. But if y'all go to the playoffs, you know you guys are fighting.
See how you said Raiders and the
You
Steelers,
know
right?
it's coming down to the last
Same amount of
weeks,
wins. Come on, Mike.
Come on.
Stop.
Raiders-
Mike, I ain't even talking. We
I
talking
said
about.
Jordan. I meant to say Jordan.
We'll see that Bears game. Y'all better beat the Bears. Y'all better beat the Bears.
We giving them 3.5 on the spread, so that means they know we going. You know,
That's sad. That is sad as hell. They don't believe
Why?
in you. They don't. Vegas don't believe in you. If it's 3.5 against the Bears with no Justin Fields, they don't believe in you.
Well, yeah, and he's definitely not playing, right? So if
His
he's
hand,
definitely
yeah.
not playing,
He's not
bro,
playing.
It's
That
two
should be a
back.
lot.
It's two backup QBs.
bro, that should be a lot.
That's my point. And we still give it 3. What are you talking about? Like,
That should not. They shouldn't even put that shit on red zone.
hey, it ain't.
Daryl, man, you got any thoughts on the Raiders this week and their let's call them playoff aspirations instead of Super Bowl aspirations?
I still put them in like that wild card tier. I mean,
Oh,
they're gonna
okay.
be in that threat. But other than that, I mean, I think their biggest thing is Jimmy G or whoever's gonna be their quarterback. They need to develop a connection with with Devontae. Like you need Devontae to be Devontae. Like if he's not going to be that, then I don't see the point of him being on the team. I mean, you can beat teams like the Patriots, only throwing like 160 yards, but in order to unlock their full potential, Devontae Adams need to be a factor for this team. So that, I mean, I still keep them in that wild card tier. And the Patriots, I don't even want to speak on them. Like,
All right, you're gonna talk about them. I think that the Raiders going to probably beat the Bears and be a nice little, over 500 for today. But they're gonna go on like a losing streak and wind up probably under 500. So I feel like
Watch us take the lock and they freaking
lose right to the Bears, right? But wait,
Bro, after the
Don't bet
Bears,
on that game. That's
we got-
not
It's not a lock though. for
nah,
me.
bro, we about to go 3-4, bro.
I'm
we got
give
the-
the Bears 3.
We gonna beat the Bears. Then we got the Lions now. I'll give
you
the
want a
Lions.
touchdown? You'll
Back.
tease it up.
Yeah, I give
Huh?
a touchdown.
We got the Lions after the Bears. Then we got the Giants and the Jets. We're gonna be 3-4 after this.
You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose to the Jets. I ain't gonna lose to
Exactly.
the.
Okay.
And you can lose to the Giants. And you can lose to the Giants. Okay, you can lose to the Giants.
I'm trying to look and see where your 3 wins are coming from. Who you gonna beat?
Bears, Giants, and the Jets.
You're gonna beat the Giants and the Jets.
Absolutely.
They're not beating the
I'm trying to figure out.
They're not beating the Jets, bro.
What are you talking
You're not
about?
beating the Jets, and then the Giants are gonna be a
Yo,
no.
and both games are home games. Both games are home for us, right? So you know what that means? The team got to travel across the country. That's the
Bro,
jet
y'all don't
lag.
even have a home field. What are you talking about?
It don't matter. The teams catch the jet lag. That's the catch.
Oh, God.
Yo, yeah, you right. I get you. You know. I don't
You
think
talking about jet lag? What the?
They're not gonna be 3-4.
Don't act like that ain't
Haven't y'all lost already at home?
Huh?
Haven't y'all lost already at home? and
To the
shit?
Steelers, yes.
I mean, all right,
Okay.
what? We lost-
They weren't too jet lagged.
we lost one game to the Steelers. That was it. We won our
They
other 2
must,
games at
they
home.
must have not been jet lagged. The
Nah.
Jets are better than them. So.
Bro, we beat the Patriots and the Packers at home. Like, what you talking about? Like, go ahead with the hate. bro.
You said that shit hard as hell, and it was good teams. That's hilarious. Bro.
It don't matter. We could have lost.
We the Patriots and the Packers.
If we had lost, it'd have been worse. So I gotta say it emphatically. Like,
Yo, move on, bro. See, other
They
team.
like, yeah.
I'm going to the other team, the Saints, who did lose, and they fell to the Texans or whatever like that. I want to get take time to give Texans some love this year. We haven't talked about them that much. So, Jerry, how you feeling about the Saints in that game and the Texans this year, bro?
I love the Texans. Like the way they've been playing. CJ Stroud is my rookie of the year, offensive rookie of the year so far. I didn't expect him to be the number 1 rookie QB coming in. Like there was a lot of hype with the other 2 that went in the early in the first round. But D'Amico Ryans, like I didn't expect him to turn things around so quickly. Like I did see like he brought over a couple players for the 49ers, but I didn't expect for him like to have it like the impact he having now. They have a good chance. I mean, Jaguars, they got a big win, so they might be in the wild card tier too. From what I'm looking at it, the Saints. I mean, just because of their division, they're always gonna have that in their back pocket for winning their division, having a home playoff game. But I need to see more from Derek Carr. And he did do 350 yards, but it's just sloppy. Like it's just not. I'm still not seeing Chris Olave being what he was last year. Not seeing I thought Michael Thomas was going to have a big year. I'm not seeing it so far. I mean, they just got Alvin Kamara back. He's starting to get his footing, but I love what I've seen from the Texans. They my surprise team, and I think they're gonna keep it up throughout the year.
All right, Jordan, how you felt about that game and the Texans this year so far, bro?
Yeah, I mean, I like the Texans. The defense is legit. They got some good players. CJ Stroud is a stud. You know where he comes from. You know.
Finally, they got one good quarterback in 30 years. But go ahead, what's this?
You know what I mean? But, he that bull. He been that bull, I kind of saw it coming. Not like this. I knew he was that bull, but not like this. Didn't expect him to be front runner rookie of the year. Offensive rookie of the year. If Anthony Richardson, wasn't out for the season, he'd definitely be in more Stroud. And it's ironic that they're in the same division. So that'll be some good QBs and young good QBs in that division now. With Trevor Lawrence, CJ Stroud, and now Anthony Richardson. We thought this was going to be a cakewalk for the Jaguars division, but they may have run for the money, to be honest.
Anthony, he out for the year. Richardson.
Yeah, he's out for the year. Yeah, that sucks. Killed me in fantasy. Gave up a lot for him. Killing me.
Wait! You traded for him?
Well, in my ESPN league, I had traded for him, and I didn't really give him too much.
Okay, about the other leagues of BTT, baby. Google status.
But killing me, man.
Hey, Toby, your thoughts on the Texans in that game, bro, with the Jeff Saints?
Texans and Saints. Texans have a really good defense. They have a really good team, and CJ Stroud, he's looking like the best Ohio State quarterback in history to make it to the NFL. Both defensive plays good. The Saints defense plays good. But what I'm seeing is that Derek Carr he's really average. I mean, he's an average quarterback. So everyday QB, he can't take them to new heights. He can't take them to new levels. He's keeping them, just as a competitive team right now. So, what I'm seeing from the Saints is, they'll be competitive, maybe make the playoffs. Who knows? Because the playoffs stretches out to like 7 teams now, right? So, they could possibly make it because their defense is really tough. And Derek Carr will keep them in, some games. He's not going to really help you win a lot of games, though. And the Texans, like Daryl said, they can be scary. They can be scary. Not scary, but like a sneaker team, like a sneaky team, make it to the playoffs and, see what they could do. Because I really like their defense. They lock up for the most part. Even when I think they played Baltimore didn't go too crazy on them either. So, Houston, the sneaky team you got to watch out for this season.
All right, Jeff, your thoughts on your Saints and now 3-3 after you said it'd be, best team in NFC. Yeah, top 5.
Top 5 NFC.
Listen, man, they got the recipe, man. Like I said,
Ooh.
they got this team. It's just the quarterback, and I know he's a problem. I experienced it for 9 years. He's a problem. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he just can't take you to the next level. You would think a fresh beginning, wanting to show the Raiders that we fucked up. Like, nah, he would come out and lighten the world on fire. He's terrible. Now, Chris Olave is still having a good season. I mean, he's got 4 games out of the 6 where he's over 80 yards. He's only got 1 touchdown. And that's the only downfall to it. I knew Mike Thomas wasn't going to be the old Mike Thomas. I wasn't expecting that to be the case anymore. You know what I'm saying? I think they made a good offseason when they signed Jamal Williams from Detroit Lions because he had 10 rushing touchdowns last year. So I was thinking they pair him with Kamara or at least let him get started while Kamara was out, and then they all coming in together. And they had to do dynamic duo in the backfield to go along with the receivers. And the defense was top 5 last year, so I was expecting that to continue. You got Lattimore locking up the field with Cam Jordan. And you got DeMario Davis holding down the linebacker position. But if the quarterback play just been subpar, you had the one game where Derek Carr was trash, and we didn't. And then the next game, when he got hurt, then the next game he played, but he was hurt playing when they should have just let Jameis play. at least Jameis would have put a shot in the arm, and like Jameis might give you one game a season, but they didn't do that. They let Carr play, and that was a bad decision. As far as the Texans go, yeah, I'm liking the Texans. DeMeco Ryans, I thought he would be a good coach. Shout out my boy Nico Collins. I'm saying he out there getting busy, bro. Top 15 receiver in the league this year. You know, he gonna definitely be pretty good. He gonna be definitely good as long as Stroud keep it up. Stroud is just on point. I mean, he's smart. He seemed like he'd been there before. You know what I'm saying? He's not making terrible decisions. Now, he did have an interception this last game. But, you know, like I said, like Jordan said actually last week, every interception is different. It's all context to it. So, unfortunately, the result is the result, though. It's still an interception. But the Texans could slide in the division. I don't know. I don't see them making the playoffs. Maybe next year.
Wow, I think they could actually make the playoffs, and I think the Saints might miss the playoffs. To be honest with you, on the other end.
Well, we knew that.
Yeah.
Did we really? So who y'all picked to win the NFC South?
I thought the Bucks. I still do.
We talked about we all had either Bucks and Saints, but we see it ain't the Saints.
I think they probably
The Bucks don't look like it either. Like,
Well,
Bucks
they look better. Bucks look better
Might
than
be
the
the
Saints.
I think the Bucks better than the Saints probably. They played.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, but I do want to give some love to Stroud. I like him. I think he'll be solid throughout his career. He'll get better actually than he even is this year. And with the young Nico Collins, I agree with everything y'all said. Moving forward, man, I wanted to. I'm gonna skip the Jags. We're not here all night. You know, my Jags won, but talk about the Bucks. They did lose to Detroit, and Detroit is now 5-1, and only lost in overtime to another good team in Seattle. So it's time we start to consider them top of the NFC and legitimate NFC contenders. I'm sorry, Super Bowl contenders. What do you think? Let's start with you, Jeff, this time. Since you were last
Super
time.
Bowl contenders. Yeah. I mean, let's not forget it. Jared Goff is good. He been to a Super Bowl before. You know, they gave a lot of the credit to Sean McVay. I mean, but you know, and I thought Jared Goff was done washing the water, but Dan Campbell seemed to insert some sort of energy into him, making him play better. They got Amon St. Brown, who's probably like one of the top 10 receivers in the NFL right now, statistically, and what he can do on the field. You know, had they been able to keep David Montgomery healthy, matching with Jahmyr Gibbs, I think the offense had a lot of potency. And the defense is really good. They stole Gardner Johnson from the Eagles this offseason, kind of solidified that back end. The front end has actually always been good because they've been able to get pressure up front. So, you know, the potential to see them go into the playoffs, definitely. Super Bowl contention, that's something I got to see. You know, yeah, I think so. Yeah, I like it. I like a team that can run the ball and got a good quarterback. And with Jared Goff, like I said, haven't been there before. The NFC North up grabs, like the rest of the teams are garbage trails. So I definitely think they can get busy. And so as far as the Bucks, I think that's another loss. I mean, and they're gonna start to pile up because Baker's trash. He's trash. He's been trash. That's the reason he got to the Bucks. I think the Bucks should blow it up, get what they can for Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, and turn the whole team over.
Daryl, how you feeling about the Bucks in Detroit and Detroit's legitimacy right now, top of the NFC?
Each week, like they just keep showing what a Super Bowl contender shows like throughout the year. Like they play physical football. They can win either way. I mean, they can run the ball on anybody. And with Jameson Williams coming back, he had a crazy deep catch. That's going to lock another layer in their offense. Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing with them, they hit on their recent draft picks, like Hutchinson. They got some good offensive line draft picks. I'll say Brown is a recent draft pick from them. And the thing is, they drafted a running back 12, but their team is so good, they don't even need to feature him in their offense in order to win. Like they can keep coasting him along to the point where the playoffs they have a two-headed monster, and for the running team. So I like what I'm seeing for the Lions, and I definitely think they can be one of the. I think they right now I got them going to the championship, NFC championship, and playing either the Niners or the Eagles at the end.
Okay. Toby, how you feeling about them in that game with the Bucks and Detroit right now?
Yeah, Detroit's another team that's, you know, surprising everybody with playing great defense, running the ball, passing the ball. Jared Goff, I'm not gonna lie, he's impressed me a lot. I've never really rated him highly as a, you know, very elite or like very good quarterback. I thought he was okay. I thought he was in the system of Sean McVay, but he's playing better. He's playing good right now. I'm liking what I'm seeing in him. You know, he has more confidence. You know, he looks like a better quarterback overall. When Of course, I still feel like I have the Eagles and the 49ers above them. And their one loss did come to the Seattle Seahawks. I don't rate Seattle that crazy high. So I don't think they're road. I don't think since I wouldn't put them over the Eagles or the Niners right now, I wouldn't say I'll see them as contenders. No, let me see what they do against Baltimore because I felt like they have some injuries on offense with Montgomery and Jameer Gibbs. I think we got to see if Montgomery might play or not. We'll see how they play when they don't have all their pieces intact. So right now they're a very good team. They're a playoff contender. They're a threat, but I wouldn't say they're a Super Bowl contender yet.
Okay. Breaking news! Got a trade in Guru status. I see. I don't know, but we'll to look at, but we'll get to that later. Jordan, Detroit. Talk to me about that.
I mean, I think they're a good team. Jared Goff is a good quarterback. He proved that when he was in the Rams, and they had a good team. I thought that when he got shipped out of there, the team around him still wasn't, the greatest team. It wasn't the greatest offensive line at the time either. They were banged up. He wasn't playing well, and they shipped him out of there because they thought, he wasn't going to be able to get it done. You see now, they gambled for Matt Stafford. It worked. They got a ring, but they're not that good now. And you see what Detroit was able to do with those picks, all that, and what they were able to do with Jared Goff. But, if you want to say they're a top 3, top 4 team in the NFC, I would agree. You can make the case that they could be a top 5 team in the league with the way that they play. They've showed up against, some pretty good teams, but I need to see them against the measuring stick, which is, us or the 49ers. So, they're not better than us right now. And they're maybe playing better, but overall, I don't think they're better than us. I don't think they're overall better than the 49ers either.
We'll get to these power rankings next, but I think that Detroit is a legitimate Super Bowl contender. I think that their only losses in overtime, and I think they beat the Chiefs on the first day of the year too as well. The Chiefs are 5-1. Their one loss came to Detroit, so I think that's something to talk about. I think they're good on all levels. I think that Reynolds too. You didn't talk about Daryl. He another one that they balling for them too. So I think they have a lot of weapons.
Back to the wide receiver.
Wide out.
The wide out. Remember, he played.
They got 2 Reynolds. They got a running back named Reynolds.
I'll talk about the wide out. Yeah.
He played with Golf in LA.
Yeah, he did. That's right. I forgot about that. Yeah. So he's nice too. But I like that. So I think they are legitimate. I think they might be a 1 or 2 seed at the end of the year. You look at their schedule right now, and I think they actually definitely could be a legitimate Super Bowl contender. But let's get to these power rankings. We've been talking about it throughout the show. Let's do that 1 through 5 because Toby's been saying crazy stuff. Jordan too. So let me go with Jeff. Who's your power rankings 1 through 5 right now, man?
So let me see. 1 through 5. Let me see 1 through 5. Shoot, it's tough. But all right, I got you. All so right. I got the Chiefs because they're the defending champs. The Dolphins. Then I'm gonna go with Philly. Matter of fact, I'm lying. The Chiefs. Then I'm gonna go with the Dolphins. Then I'm gonna go with the 49ers. Mm-hmm. Then I'm gonna go with the Eagles. And then lastly, I will go with Detroit in the top 5. I mean, they only got one competitor left on the schedule, and that's the Baltimore Ravens. The rest is against their division and subpar teams. They could mess around and be like 16, 15-2 at the end of this year. Maybe 14-3. Don't be shocked.
I don't know why people were shocked, but Daryl, who's your power ranking top 5 right now?
I got Dolphins first. Then I got Niners. Then I got Chiefs. Then I got Lions, and I got Eagles.
Okay. Toby, what you got?
I'm going to go with Kansas City 1, 49ers 2, 3. I'm going to go 3, I'm going to go Buffalo. 4, I'm going to go Miami. 5, I'm going to go Detroit.
You just really got a Tua bias. Like
Tua's in there.
He said Miami.
I know, but that was fourth. Like Miami, like one of the hottest teams in the league right now, bro.
They got a loss, right? Who they lose to?
Everybody got a
Buffalo.
loss.
Oh,
Yeah.
and Buffalo's ahead of them. I put Buffalo ahead of them.
Well, let me get Jordan's first. We
Thrash
discussed it.
them. Thrash.
Yeah. So Toby had the Eagles in his top 5. What you got, Jordan?
I got the 49ers number 1. I got the Eagles at number 2. I got the Chiefs at number 3. I got the Lions at number 4. And I got the Dolphins at number 5.
Dolphins at 5 is wow. You worse than Toby over there. It's crazy.
You got, oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. I got the Chiefs at 1. I got the Niners still at 2. I got the Dolphins at 3. I got the oh man.
Yeah.
I said yeah, Dolphins at 3. I got Detroit at 4. And I got the Eagles at 5. I'm kind of with Daryl on that situation.
You know, with the Bills at all in the top 5?
Bills they lost last week to the Jags. This week they barely beat the Giants at the end of the game.
Anyway, don't worry about it. I ain't put them on top 5 either, like,
Huh?
But they thrashed the Dolphins.
But they got more losses to the Dolphins though. That's number 1.
Right? One more.
Yeah, they got one more, and they barely beat the Giants. At the end of the game. So I'm
Key game, it was all
See, the
about-
only thing about that game was like we have to take into context like it was a close game up until the fourth quarter. I don't know what happened that made Buffalo explode, but it was a relatively close game.
Right.
It wasn't a blowout, and it wasn't a blowout like by halftime or going into the fourth or going into the fourth quarter. Sometimes the score isn't always what it looks like.
got you.
thrashing. Let's go
Yeah,
get
48
48-20.
points. Yeah,
It was 48-21,
yeah, 48.
but
got
you
banged
never
in
know
there.
what happened that
Right.
led to
Nah.
it being 48-21, where going into the fourth quarter it was a close game. So sometimes when a team gets the momentum, you're playing a great team, but if a
I
team
don't
gets the
care
momentum,
when you take the.
you
I
know
don't
what I
care
mean?
when you start thrashing the
That's
other
what
team.
it
It could be
is.
the first quarter or the fourth quarter. You got thrashed.
You got thrashed.
48,
That's
yeah.
pretty.
Like, I don't care when you start the thrashing. You still got thrashed.
I think the Dolphins got a better resume overall. That's what I'm gonna say. So I'm going with them, man. Like that first game to the Jets when Bills had crazy turnovers and stuff like that. I think the Dolphins are a better team, but I put them. I only got the Bills in my top 5, honestly. They ain't there.
Yeah, and also the Dolphins are healthier. They're gonna get Jalen Ramsey back. The Bills aren't fully loaded on defense, and it doesn't make them. That's an issue. That's going to be an issue for them. The Josh Allen's going to have to really, carry them. It's not like he hasn't, before. So.
I know, but he's got like 87 turnovers since 2018.
Yeah, but let's move on, man. Jordan, what you got for me on the picks, bro? The locks.
Like it up.
So
Because Toby listening. So let's go.
I have the.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
But I got the Browns money line.
Okay.
Against the Colts.
Money
I'm
line
taking
or run line to cover the 2.5.
the money line.
All right.
And then I'm taking the over on the Chargers and the Chiefs game. It's 47.5. Okay.
Okay.
then-
I like that.
And then give me 1.5 Green Bay against Denver.
Okay. Well, you like Green Bay?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Could take. Yeah.
I'm going opposite on that. I like the Broncos after what I've seen from Green Bay the last game.
Against the Chiefs. Okay.
Yeah, I like the Broncos over the Packers money line that they getting the points. I like
That's a hard game to bet, bro.
what's that?
The
They're all
Broncos and the Packers.
They're all hard, bro.
That's a tough game to bet, bro. Like,
They're
you
all
don't
hard.
know who's
Right,
gonna show up. Like,
They're all hard, bro.
that's hard as shit, bro. Like, what?
I actually do got, and I'm mad because I got the Ravens over 10.5 wins for a fruits ticket. So so I want to say Ravens, but I like the Lions actually to win that game. I need my Ravens
That's a
wins.
hard
most.
game to bet too, bro.
They all hard, bro. We just told you that, bro.
Jeez.
And then I'm with you. I like the you said the Browns, right? Yeah, I like the Browns too. Actually, but I like the Browns to cover 2.5. Anytime it's under 3, I'm taking the run line. It's more money. I'm not taking I'm not doing money line with that.
I feel it.
In my opinion. So those are the three.
He gonna light him up on fire. I mean, not light him on fire, but he gonna play solid enough for them.
It's the defense, bro. And Gardner Minshew ain't gonna do nothing against the Browns, bro. I'm telling you right now. So that's gonna be a problem right there. All right, last week, guys, we did our game. So last week, the Cowboys, like I said, Jordan had the Cowboys only. The rest of us had the Niners. Texans versus Falcons. We all had the Texans, so all W's.
Wait, that was last week.
Right. What I'm talking about.
No.
Houston played the Saints this year.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a fault. Yeah, I wrote Falcons. I mean, Texans versus Saints. We all had the Texans though. No, Jeff had the Saints, didn't he?
I don't know. You got the writing.
I think no. Jeff did take
job.
the Texans, bro. I'm gonna let you have the Texans then. I'm pretty sure you took the Texans
cool.
though, or whatever like that. And Titans versus Colts. So me, Jeff, and Jordan took the Titans, and the Colts, Darryl, and Toby took stuff like that.
Who
So
won?
Whoa.
That was
That was
last.
Oh.
Yeah, that was last week.
hold on, man. Let me go back to my other thing.
That wasn't last week. I don't remember picking the
Nah,
Colts.
Toby wasn't here last week. Matter of fact.
Right.
Titans.
Right.
Let's see, Titans play. Who they play? They play Baltimore.
They play Boston.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. I had one job. You're right. To taking myself against me. I'm about to get back to y'all on that, but let's talk about this week. Something like that. This
guy.
week,
Mhm.
I forget. I got so many notes, man. It's crazy. I got tons of notes in this phone, bro. It's ridiculous. But this week, though, the picks I had, or the games I had picked, was Eagles Dolphins. I want to put that on there. Ravens and Lions. We talked about that, and I want to change this. I was gonna say Browns Colts, but I'm gonna switch that up to.
That was an easy one.
Yeah, that was an easy one. I'm gonna say what you said, Jeff. Packers Broncos. That's a hard game, like you said. So
See, now this is bothering me because for betting purposes, this is how I want to pay it. This is how I want to pick it. But if I'm really going, so it's kind of difficult for me to do that. I'm not gonna lie.
to do what?
To make those picks, because you know where I'm going first. I'm definitely picking the Eagles. You feel me?
I mean, we had to pick against the Raiders Steelers 1 week, so yes or
Right.
no.
Like,
Nah, well, I mean, you know, I'm picking the Eagles for sure.
Okay.
Against the Dolphins, that's one. And then you said Broncos and Green Bay. Now, for betting purposes, right? Broncos is plus 100. That's not, you know what I mean? That's not too shabby.
Right.
And they're at home.
Right. I got Broncos. You're right.
So I might actually.
bro,
I'm going to go with Green Bay. I'm going to go with Green Bay on wax. But on my
All right.
ticket, I might take that. I ain't going to hold you.
I'm Green Bay. We switched it. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take. So I got the Eagles, I got Green Bay, and then
All right, there it is right there.
The Lions and the Ravens, the same thing. Betting purposes, the Ravens are favored, yo. So they giving plus 126 to Detroit. That's love. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna go with Detroit. You know what?
So you had Detroit. You had who you had? You said who was that? Eagles, of course. And what you said Packers?
I'm gonna switch that up. I'm gonna take Baltimore, bro.
What the hell? Okay.
I'm gonna go Baltimore.
Hot dog.
I'm gonna go Packers. And I'm gonna go the Eagles, bro.
Baltimore, Packers, Eagles. All right. Who? Jeff, you want to go next?
Yeah, I got Dolphins, Broncos, Lions.
You sure you want to pick the Dolphins?
Yeah, I'm confident. Yeah.
Oh, you confident? Oh, we're okay.
Wait, George, you said Lions too. I know you said Packers, right?
I'm with the Packers and the Raiders, bro. Packers
Yeah,
and the
okay.
Raiders. You
All right,
already know
gotcha.
I'm picking them.
All right. Toby, what you got, bro?
I'm gonna go Dolphins. Eagles at home, right?
No. Pick the Dolphins.
Eagles at home.
Pick the Dolphins. Pick the
Eagles at
Dolphins.
home.
Eagles at home, yeah.
Pick the
Yeah, I'm
Dolphins.
gonna go Dolphins. I feel like he's gonna lose back-to-back games. It's gonna happen.
Wow.
And that's not gonna take away from their season. It's just a bump in the road. Jordan, relax. That's still good. Don't worry about it. Right? Then Broncos and Packers. I'm gonna go Broncos, and I think the Ravens are at home, so I'm gonna take the Ravens.
You got Broncos. So you got the Ravens. You said.
Yeah.
How you gonna take the Ravens, man? No, I'm joking. So good. Daryl, what you got, bro?
I got Packers, Lions, and Dolphins.
Everybody got the Dolphins, boy.
I mean, Eagles giving up like everything on defense. I mean, yards.
I think it's the Eagles' defense for me. Like, I feel like they're gonna rip them apart. That's what
I mean, I don't. It's really. I think I don't know about ripping them apart. It's gonna be a close game.
I'm gonna make
The
sure
Eagles
I
about to get
send
Slay
this
back, and they
whole
about to get,
segment
they
to
about to get
Jalen
Slay
Hurts.
back,
I'm
and
gonna
they
send
about
I ain't even go yet, bro. I ain't even pick yet.
It's okay. I'm gonna send this whole shit out to the whole squad.
Now the Eagles about to get Slay and the Bulls defensive line ball back, but they need to get in game shape. So I think they still gonna get.
Hey, Daryl, you said Ravens and Lions, bro.
Hell no, I said Lions.
Lions.
Never take the Lions. I mean, never take the Ravens.
Right, Toby. See, he's still a true Steelers fan, man.
I mean, it is what it is. I have to be realistic. I mean, I feel like the Ravens are gonna win at home. That's all I'm doing.
Okay, I got you. I'm going with
I check the weather.
the Lions, of course, because I'm on the Lions right now. Even though, I need the Ravens to win, but whatever. Go with the Lions right now. I'm gonna go with the Broncos, like I said in my picks. So I'm going with the Broncos, and I said the Eagles gonna lose to the Dolphins 4 weeks ago, and I've never changed my stance on that. So I'm going
We
He gonna
got
hype it up like he wasn't about
one
to say
Eagle.
anything.
and four
It's
Dolphins.
not turn yet. Like,
We got
like,
one
let's say
Eagle and 4 Dolphins. Is that correct?
You know.
yeah,
We got one Eagle and 4 Dolphins.
because you a homer. That's why.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, the Eagles. Yo, listen, the Eagle. Oh, and also Tyreek Hill prop over another lock. By the way, this week. I'm gonna give you that. So,
And you said the Dolphins about to get Ramsey back, so their defense gonna be even more stout. Like, bro, you like.
yeah, and bro, they can't cover with. They can't cover regular guys. They can't cover Tyreek Hill. Are you crazy?
Hell no.
Is no play Slay coming back this week?
And Waddle got off last week
Nah.
too. Oh,
is he coming back though? Slay? Jordan?
yeah, they said he coming back.
All right, it don't matter. He can't. He
Slay and I think Jordan Davis.
Slay be
was out. I
getting
think he's coming back.
cooked, bro. Like cooked all the time. So I know what Hill going to do against that chicken, yo.
They don't hear that.
It's the truth though. I don't know why it's the truth with him like that.
Come on,
So
man, wrap us up, man.
all right. Anyway, all right. Thanks guys for watching. Thank you for your picks. We'll go back next week. For the rest of them, it's been a good show. Also, got to do it again, man. Give a shout out to Daryl getting his second win this time versus Jordan, whatever like that.
Oh, really?
We gotta stop this though. Like after this, we gotta start announcing.
All right. Okay. All right. That's
We're gonna be
that.
regular moving forward. Ain't it?
Regular. Okay. Let them know. Let them know. No more announcement like that. But
Ain't got nothing to do with you, Daryl. For real.
it don't. It really don't.
Ain't got nothing to do with you.
I was told somebody's team was better than mine, but I'm in second place and they're in ninth place. So that's all I'm gonna say. Whatever like that on that.
But you
But
just got lucky. Like,
who got lucky?
well, you done now this week. You about the streak stops this week. I own you. I've been owning you the last couple games. Like dating back to last season, I've been owning you.
I don't know about that.
I was looking it up. I've been owning you, bro.
How you gonna say I got lucky though? I scored 100. I beat about 50 points. You talking
I
about,
wasn't
man?
talking about. Yeah, that was luck. Yeah, that was that.
Whatever. Anyway, man, and Toby, you know Toby. So, but anyway, I'll see you guys next week, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you later. All right, peace.
All right, man.
Hold up.